Guys, I'm about to blow your fucking minds. A lot of the times people ask me, how are you able to make videos for so cheap and have them be so high quality? I don't get it. It's almost impossible, even with the existence of AI. So guys, previously I've talked about how script writing and voice acting is all able to be done by AI, but video editing is still human. So although yes, video editing is still human, I want to take a step back on that because you can make the majority or the base of the video using AI and it looks really good. And then what you're going to do is have a video editor, a human video editor, come and actually touch it up and make it even better to make it a very high quality production. And I'm going to show you exactly how to do it. So I'm going to show you the steps that you need to share with your video editor as well, or maybe even steps you do and then have your video editor kind of take the rest, right? So let me just show you something, right? So this right here is called Visla. So I created a new account just to show you guys how I do this. This right here is called Visla. It's an AI video editing tool, and it's really cool because not only do you get to create AI edits with your narrations or even texts, but it also allows you to actually edit the videos on their platform. So what you'll do is essentially you can either give it a text or you can give it a audio narration that you've already had done by AI using 11 Labs or even another platform like Speechify. And then essentially what happens is you would provide it with, let's say this, what I would do is I would give it a voice narration and then it would essentially pair up clips within its library that match what the narration is talking about. And that's so powerful because you basically cut out the video editor almost entirely with it. So let me show you guys what I did. So I have this voice narration that I downloaded that I had somebody do for me. And this was an old narration that was actually done by a human. But for the purposes of the video, I'm going to show you what it does. So essentially what you do is you come over here, you click upload, you would add video and audio. You can also do from text, right? You can actually have it give you ideas or even input a URL, but we're going to click this one. So voice and video. And then what we're going to do is upload that file, right? That MP3 file of the narration. So I'm going to click here and then it's right here, right? So it's a space topic. This is a narration that I've done. As you can see, it's uploading right here. It's about a 12-minute script, right? It's a 12-minute narration that's already been done. So I already went ahead and did this for the sake of the video, but over here, once it's done uploading, you're going to want to say render video or create video, right? And then it looks like over here, I already have it done. So this is what happens, right? It actually breaks down the entire video into something that's actually entertaining. Like, check this out. I'm going to play this. So this is what the video looks like. And right now there's a watermark on it because the account that I'm using isn't a premium version. But as soon as you get the premium version, these watermarks will be removed and you'll be able to access a lot of different features. But for the sake of this video, and the reason why I'm not showing my actual Visla account is because there's a ton of confidential stuff on there. I just can't share it. But check this out. Ignore this beginning. Ignore the beginning.
15 space technologies that will change everything. Welcome back to Factnominal. Today, we are exploring 15 space technologies that will change everything. Number 15, 3D printing in space. 3D printing is a process of creating three-dimensional objects from a digital file. This process...
So, I know what you're thinking, this video is kind of boring and the background music sucks, and that is true. It does. So this is the point here. But the beauty of this is you have already created the base of the video. So I'm going to fast forward. You see the base of the video is already created, which means this is the next step. So what you can do is, first of all, you can click edit, and you can come through and actually edit each individual scene to match up exactly with what you wanted. You can actually completely replace that video, right? You can click adjust footage, or even you can replace your own footage to put it there. Or what you can do is, like, let's say, you did this all yourself and you completely replaced the footage with what you wanted, and then you wanted to make it even spicier. What I would recommend you doing is finding video editors on Fiverr, which I actually have a video talking about that exactly, but you find video editors on Fiverr and you message them using the text prompt somewhere above, or like the text message, you can mass send it to them. And then let them know that you have essentially the video ready for them, and then you want a very low price for them to make that video even better. And when I say make that video even better is have them use another platform like Runway. And what Runway does is it's essentially a text to image, it's a text to video or even an image to video. For example, look at this photo right here. This could essentially be a thumbnail for one of my videos. But sometimes what pisses people off is they have a thumbnail, but the viewers don't end up seeing that thumbnail in the actual video. So what this app actually allows you to do is turn photos into actual clips. So this right here, this is the photo, right? I ended up putting it in Runway and actually turned it into a video. Check this out. So now it's like, it seems real. It seems like actually part of the video. So now you can include this in the video and people aren't going to think that, oh, like they're going to be less mad about you clickbaiting them, right? And that's kind of the idea of the whole thing. And then look at this right here. I used a prompt right here and I said, show a high-tech looking spaceship flying through space past planet Earth. And this is the result it gave me. It gave me this video right here. Let's see if we can load. And although it's so, the prompt I give it was so simple, and if I get more and more complex, I give it more complicated things, and I make the scene more specific, it will actually give me such a better clip. Now, the point here is that you can use Runway combined with Visla to give you a very entertaining video, right? And you can end up replacing some of the clips that you don't like, that seem too generic and seem too stock footage-like, with better clips, right? And the thing is, this edit that you see Visla creating for me is just because I'm using the free version with this account, right? But as soon as you get the premium version, it'll actually give you access to a bunch of bigger libraries and give you just much better options to work with. I actually have the pricing right here. By the way, guys, I'm not sponsored by Visla. I'm not sponsored by Runway. This is just things that I think are really good tools. And as you can see, if you pay $19 a month, you get unlimited everything, right? Which is insane. Like, this is really good stuff. This is really cheap. Compare that to an actual video editor. So now, the reality is, an actual video editor is going to cost you $35 to $100 per edit. But if you give them the base of the video using Visla and then a combination of Runway, or you can have them use these tools themselves and make it even cheaper, but use Visla yourself, use Runway yourself, combine and make it a good video, and then send it to your editors, negotiate with a bunch of editors and find out who can actually spruce up the video or make the video even better by just adding things or changing some clips themselves. So what I would recommend doing next is going to Storyblocks or Envato Elements or Motion Array, all serve the same function. And these websites are essentially places where you can find video elements or text elements. For example, let's go to Envato and let's go to, let's see, graphic templates, right? Let's actually type in text overlays, right? So what you're going to want to do is, if you look at the Visla video right here, there's not really any text overlays on any of these clips, right? It's just straight up stock footage. So it actually looks like Visla grabs this from Storyblocks, which is cool. This is one of the sites I showed you. So essentially, what you're going to do is you're going to want to go over here and find a text overlay that floats your boat, something that looks very animated and stylish and something that's really going to add some flavor to the video. And then you're going to want to download these elements and send them to your video editor that you choose. And then your video editor, just let them know like, hey, I want you to go through this video and add stock footage text overlays where you see fit, other overlays where you see fit. By the way, there's so many overlays you can add, not just text, but other things that could just add a sense of quality to the video. For example, like a glitch overlay, like this is something simple that overlays on the video that adds a glitch effect, or overlay broken particles, or something that just adds a little bit of a deeper essence to the video, right? So find the overlays that you think would work for you, and you can send them like 30 overlays, and then send them like 1 or 2 text overlays, and just have them use those. And then over time, you and your editor will get a better relationship, and they'll be able to pump out videos so fast because not only are you sending them the videos using Visla, because you can pump them out really quickly, right? But you're also having them, spice up the video using elements that you send them. So not only is this going to make your video production super, super fast, but it's also going to allow you to actually upload decent quality videos, like good quality videos, to the point where you're not going to have a low average view duration, right? And then, so normally, like when it costs like $30 to $100, right, something like that for a video editor to start a video from beginning to end, now it's going to cost you roughly like $10 to $15 max per video edit, because all they're doing is grabbing the base of the video, going and editing it even deeper to make it a lot better, and then boom, that's really it. From there really isn't much, and they'll send you the video back, and then you would upload the video. Now, of course, if you had a channel manager, they would be running all this themselves, right? But I do, once again, recommend that you run the channel yourself. You do the beginning initial steps yourself and see how you can actually learn it fully, and then find a manager and then teach them fully if they don't know already, and then say, hey, this is how I expect you to run it. Please run it like this, nothing less. And they're going to be okay, and they're going to do it, right? So yeah, guys, essentially the point here is that you're going to be leveraging AI for the edits, for the video edits, as well as humans for the video edits. You're going to combine those two and make an absolute fast, productive, and efficient and beautiful money printing machine with these video edits. Now, I know like you might be thinking like, oh, I got to do a bunch of the steps myself in terms of Visla and uploading the audio file and making it in this video. But guys, it really doesn't take that long. And The extra steps that I told you with you replacing the actual clips yourself using things like Runway or even searching the internet for other clips, you don't have to do that. You can still have your video editor do that. It just depends on the deal you work out with them and how you sell them the vision of how easy it truly is. Because truly, if your video editor knew about this tool, but he didn't tell you about it and he was just using it without your knowledge, he'd be ripping you off. He'd be charging you a very high premium but getting those videos done really fast. But if you share this with them, then I promise you, you can work out a deal that's going to be able to, increase your video production speed and lower your video production costs. Thus, just, everybody wins all over. So that's what I recommend doing. And now, of course, there is the step of going to, where is it? Let's go to Fiverr. Let's see if I have that tab open. Okay, so let's go to Fiverr. So this is what I would do. I would go to Fiverr and I would find YouTube video editor, right? And what you're gonna wanna do is use the prompt that's somewhere above this video or below this video to message a bunch of video editors asking them to edit your videos based off what you've already had created using Visla. So this base video that you created, you're gonna hand it over to them, or you're gonna let them know that you have the base already made every single time and that you just want them to create the videos and or just spruce up the videos. And that prompt, the text prompt, is gonna be somewhere around this video, but essentially we're gonna click like a bunch of different editors and click contact me and copy and paste that message that is somewhere around this video, right? And then just send it to a bunch of them and try some people on the first page. Even what I've noticed about Fiverr is going deeper on like the 6th page, the 7th page, even the 8th page. You can find a lot of cheap and very talented editors. And the reason why they're so good but so cheap is because they just haven't built a name for themselves on Fiverr. And Fiverr's so saturated for their market that they're just gonna have to result with doing work for cheaper. So once again, I would go very deep, find people who have edited things like your videos in the past and just contact all of them. And then after you contact like 10 or 20 people, which I know sounds like a lot, but guys, if you really want to succeed in this, you're going to have to message 10 or 20. Negotiate with them, find out if they're capable of doing something, and then give them a test video. Say like, hey, this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to provide you the base video. Here are the elements. Here are the text overlays. And I also want you to access your own library, whatever. That text prompt is going to be somewhere around this video. So send them that and then negotiate with them. See what price you can work out with them. Some people you can get as low as like $5 to $10 per video edit, which is crazy. But I know you're probably thinking like that's impossible, but I promise you it's very possible. So try that. Negotiate with them and then give them a test video. See how that video comes out. If you like what they did so far, but it still needs work, but you still, once again, liked what they did so far, then stick to that person because you can improve them, right? And then give them revisions. Say, hey, you did a good job, but I want you to still do X, Y, and Z a little bit better. And then have them revise it. And then once that revision comes out to your liking, then boom, you're ready to go full throttle by providing them more and more videos. Now, of course, guys, the goal is to have a ton of video editors, like 4 to 5 to 6 to 7 to 8, right? Just all constantly producing content, several videos a day, allowing you to upload several videos a day. And then eventually you're going to have a money printing machine where you're uploading hundreds of videos every single week, every single month, to the point that you're just feeding the YouTube algorithm with so many seeds. Eventually, out of 100 videos, it costs so little, right? But then out of 100 videos, if only 5 of them hit and do really well, you're already doing so good. And the reality is those other 95 that didn't hit right away, don't worry, because the way YouTube's algorithm works is once you upload a video to the YouTube's algorithm, it's going to be there forever. It's going to simmer forever. And as soon as the algorithm's like, all right, I feel like this video is now relevant or I feel confident in it, it's going to start sharing it. And that's the reality of YouTube. That's happened to so many of my videos where over time, after 1, 2, 3, 4, all the way up to 7, 8 months, they don't go viral or they don't even get traction. That's okay because they just randomly start going viral. And that's the reality of YouTube's algorithm. So once again, guys, just to recap on how this works is you're going to want to go to Visla. And I recommend, guys, just getting the pro version of it. And I promise you these apps are going to get much better. So stay tuned. But use Visla if you want. Use Runway. Runway's an extra step. You don't have to. But, use Visla. Have it make the base of the video, and then even go to YouTube and all over the internet and gather clips that you feel like might be relevant to each one of these blocks right here. Replace that video, and then once you've done that, send it to your video editor, and then give them, of course, the text overlays or even the video overlays, right? And then once you send it to them one time, you don't have to send it again, right? They have the text overlays saved on their own computer. So every time you send them a new Visla edit, they're able to go ahead and actually keep on creating the edits yourself. And even guys, if you want to cut out the step of you having to create the videos on Visla yourself, you can even add your editor as one of the users on Visla, which I think would become more expensive, or you can just give them the login yourself, and then they can just use Visla as leverage to create their own, or create the videos themselves, and then move it over to like an editing app like Premiere Pro, or even other video editing apps, and just spruce it up a little bit, spice it up a little bit, and just make it look like an absolute true production, right? So guys, at the end of the day, like, you don't want to just use Visla without using another video editor and upload the videos. Like guys, honestly, this video is boring without being spiced up. So once again, like, these clips, like, people recognize stock footage, and you don't want that. So it's okay to use some stock footage if it makes sense to the actual clip being talked about, or like what's being talked about by the narrator. But as soon as you start using too many stock footage, like for example, this one right here, this stock footage clip right here is not good enough. It looks honestly just too stocky, right? It sounds weird, but too stocky. So go to YouTube, go all over the net, find clips that match more what the narrator's talking about, replace them, or even have your video editor do that. So that's also the video editor's job, is to replace the clips as they see fit too. And you know, if they send you the completed video and it just looks too stock footagey, and you're like, yo, editor, I told you, like, you know, make sure it's not stock footage, have it send it back, you know, have it send it back, just to the point where they understand that you're not going to deal with their bullshit. So if they end up sending you footage, or sorry, completed videos that don't look appetizing or don't look engaging, or just use too much stock footage or feel too fake, keep revising with them so that they'll be able to fix it right then and there and won't repeat it. Because think about it, no editor wants to deal with somebody who's constantly asking for revisions. So it's in their best interest, it's in the editor's best interest to make sure that they are nailing what you're looking for every time, so that they will have consistent work without so much back and forth. It'll save them time, it'll make them more money, it'll save you time, it'll also make you more money, right? So that's really it, guys. Once again, use Visla, use Runway if you want, but you don't have to. Use Visla, and then use other clips on the internet, combine them, send them to your video editors to make them even better, and then boom, you have a completed video, and then you would upload it to YouTube. And then that's really it, guys. It sounds like, I know this video is kind of like it sounds like, I mean, I don't know if it's in depth or how deep it really got, because, you know, I'm just recording this, right? But the reality is, you need to get started, and I think this is a really cheap, fast, and effective way to get started with YouTube automation edits. So go ahead, let me know what you think. And by the way, guys, as always, if you need any sort of mentorship, if you need any sort of guidance, there should be a Calendly link somewhere on this video where you can book a mentorship call with me. I'll go through your channel, I'll go through your videos, I'll go through your thumbnails, I'll go through your tags, your SEO, anything that it is that your channel is not doing right, whether it's the niche you have wrong, whether it's the editors you have, whether it's the team that's just not doing the part correctly, right? I will go through and I'll fix these things for you. I'll talk to you about how to fix them, and then boom, you'll be on an even better path than you were by just doing this by yourself. So I definitely recommend anybody, like, if you have the money to spend on mentorship, definitely do so. It's going to set you way past everybody else, and it will really change your life. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you have any questions about this, once again, just go ahead and ask. We'll solve these for you. So we'll see you on the next one.